Shalom to the 12 tribes, all praise to the Most High, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So I just wanted to make a quick edifying video on what's going on today. So if you go ahead and Google, someone brought to my attention, it says Facebook and Instagram go down simultaneously. And then if you look down here, it says that Twitter's also down, or was going down as well, right? So basically, I just wanted to go over Amos, the 8th chapter and the 11th verse. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh God, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh." So for the majority of people, or for many people, where they get their wisdom or their information on the word from is from Instagram or from Facebook or from social media, YouTube, whatever it may be, right? All the various forms of social media. So the Most High is saying this was a prophecy that there was going to come a time where he will send a famine in the land of hearing his word, right? So I'm making this video to highly encourage you to get in the word yourself, get in the Bible yourself, and get with people that are willing to study with you or to teach you, right? Because wisdom comes from learning. So this is Sirach 6:32. "My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught." If you will. The problem with a lot of people is they don't want to be taught, or they don't make the time to be taught, right? It says, if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent. Now is the time to be prudent. Use wisdom to look to the future and see that now is the time to be getting wisdom. Verse 33, "If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding." See, the problem with most people is they don't love to hear. They love to talk. They love to say, yes, I know that. They love to act like they have a certain dispensation of wisdom that isn't sufficient to make it to the kingdom of the Most High. Right? So it says, if thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. You have to love to hear the words and the breakdowns and the understanding of the Most High's word. "And if thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise." You have to bow down your ear. Similar to the way the majority of people bow down their heads to their phones as if it's an idol, right? Got their neck all bowed down to their phone for hours a day. That's the same type of energy you need to be bringing when it comes to receiving the understanding and the love to hear the word of the Most High. Let's go to verse 34. "Stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise." We're supposed to be cleaving to the people that are wise and have wisdom and understanding of the Most High, especially if they're in your area and you know someone who's breaking down the scriptures, who can teach, and of course who's living it out, right? And you're seeing the fruits of their labors. It says cleave unto him that is wise. And that's another big problem. People love to cleave to those that are not wise. They love to cleave to those that cause them to sin. They love to cleave to those who are perpetuating wickedness. Verse 35, "Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee." So you have to be willing to hear the godly discourses, right? Again, most people don't like to hear nothing. If a brother posts a picture, right, and it gets 100, 200, 500, 1,000 likes on it, and then the same brother can post a breakdown that's 15, 30, an hour long, maybe a couple hours long, and you don't want to hear that godly discourse, right? That's because you want to be entertained and not taught, not edified. Verse 36, "And if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door." You're supposed to, if you see a man of understanding, of wisdom, you're supposed to try to be around him at all times. Let thy foot wear the steps of his door. Be at his door all the time. As much as that man allows you to, you're supposed to be trying to gain as much knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from them as possible while we still can right now. Because what if the whole internet gets shut down? Which I'm sure will eventually happen. What if they lock down everywhere and you can't even travel. And then you're going to be stuck with your own vain opinions of the scriptures. And then you're going to be stuck with the incorrect or incomplete understanding of the scriptures. Right? So I'm going to jump to, let's see, get a couple more verses real quick. This is Sirach 37:12. But be continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of Yahweh, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. Right? We're supposed to continually try to be with a godly man or godly people whom we know to keep the commandments of the Most High. Right? Because it's like it says in the book of Isaiah. It says, though hand join in hand, the wicked will not be unpunished. In these last days, in Jacob's trouble, even if you're trying to live righteously, if you're hand in hand with a wicked person, you're going to fall under their curses inadvertently. Right? So it says, but be continually with a godly man whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of Yahweh. If people aren't keeping the commandments and you know they're not, then you shouldn't try to walk with them, right? Whose mind is according to thy mind. Because what happens is, if your mind is set on the Most High, but then you're trying to be around people, or you're continuing to be around people that are living wickedly, it's like the book of Amos says, Amos 3:3, it says, can two walk together except they be agreed? No, right? They can't. So what's going to happen is, your mind is set on the Most High, but you're walking with someone who's not set on the Most High, and they're going to lead you into sin. They're going to lead you into wickedness. And that is how you're going to end up being agreed. You're going to fall into the wickedness that they're perpetuating. Right? So let's go to Salakia. Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. So Ophir is where Solomon would send ships when he was the king every year to go get gold, a whole bunch of gold, and bring it back to his kingdom, right? Or his part of his kingdom. So it says, I will make a man more precious than that. Why are men going to be more precious than that in these last days? Because they're going to have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and works to make it through these times, right? So that is the type of men that you want to be around in these last days. Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. So wisdom and knowledge is going to be the only thing that keeps you stable in these times, right? Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all these social medias are not going to keep you stable. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding are. And guess what? All the teachers of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding are men of the Most High, right? And that will give you the strength to your salvation. Then it says the fear of Yahweh is his treasure. Because like it says in Sirach, it says that the fear of Yahweh makes you offend less, right? So this is Proverbs 13:20. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise. Remember, we just saw knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is what is going to get you through all these times. It's going to keep you stable. Stable in your mind, stable in your spirit, emotionally stable, right? And physically. Proverbs 13:20. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. The last thing you want to be around in these times is a fool. Someone who does not know the scriptures, someone who may know the scriptures or may know some of the scriptures, but is not walking accordingly to the scriptures. They're still a fool, right? So he that walketh with wise men shall be wise. And again, wisdom, the only thing that is going to get you through these times. This is Sirach 40:23. A friend and companion never meet amiss, but above both is a wife with her husband. Right? You sisters, especially you single sisters, need to get covered to the best of your ability by a man of the Most High. And I say that in humility and sincerity, because y'all don't know the evils that are coming. And if you do, if you read 2nd Ezra chapter 15, 2nd Ezra chapter 16, Matthew 24, Luke 21, Jeremiah 30, all the things that are about to happen in Jacob's trouble, You are not going to want to be alone in these times, right? So the famine of the word is coming very soon, and all praise to the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai for that. That just means the prophecies are coming to pass. As always, he's proving his word to be true. And shoot, Most High willing, Instagram and Facebook and all them don't pop back up, right? I know a whole bunch of brothers and sisters that are fasting from social media right now anyways. The Most High was putting that spirit on us to do so. So Most High willing, it doesn't come back up. But if it does, just take this as a warning that the real famine of the word is coming real soon. So all praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'Shem HaMashiach Yahweh Shai. Shalom.